From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about you.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 58 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 31.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 31, Jackson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
Jackson's pass.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson on the move to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jackson. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Ravens 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the year.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Mixon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
They go play action with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Ravens 3.
Burrow on play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's complete, right around the 8. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Ravens 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah.
Burrow's pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A gain of 11 makes it third and
on 3rd and 1, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
4-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
To Joe Mixon.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they go play action now. Burrow, flush to his right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
14-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
17-yard line.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing at the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously of the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
But it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
17.
And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's good for 28 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 29, Jackson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Baltimore.
Jackson now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Bengals
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
That's good.
A big play there for the Bengals. 58 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Patterson on the carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Ravens 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mike, check. 59. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Sponge. No.
Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. To throw again is Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Here's Patterson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 12.
I'm here all day. Check alert. Check 48's the mic. Watch the slant.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Burrow on 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
Slant pass to Boyd.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Down Bengals.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out there.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Bengals.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
His throw incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They run with Patterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. Today's final score, Bengals.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week.